Company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global multi-level marketing company with a presence across the globe. Surpassing 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales and with a global membership of 15 million, Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. With 19 international patents for a single product, it is forging a unique history in the realm of health functional foods. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Absolute Cell Active Skincare received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry and was selected as world-class product for next generation, selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022. Atomy practices customer-centered management in all its business activities, and such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of its customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. Starting with the US branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company that opened 26 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide. In 2023, Atomy opened its EU branch and has plans for global expansion with a focus on Africa, Latin America, and emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. As the next generation broadcaster bridging online and offline realms, the Success Seminar manifests Atomy's vision for members worldwide. It presents a vision of global success that transcends time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower our active members around the world. Atomy is dedicated to providing full support for fostering global business activities. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy strives to minimize its environmental impact across all business activities through policies like transitioning products to zero plastic and introducing eco-friendly smart packaging solutions, with the goal of becoming a global eco-friendly leader. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. As a result of its consistent annual giving for the last 3 years, Atomy has secured the #1 rank in the distribution industry for donations as a percentage of revenue among the top 500 companies in the country. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work career. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are Proud Atomy.
Yes, we are proud to be Atomian, actually. So I'm going to stop this for a minute. Oops, stop this for a minute. Oops. If I can stop this, it would be nice. There we go. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our special guest tonight, Miss Randall. She's going to be going over our healthy hair. Ms. Randall, if you want to go ahead and unmute, and if you can turn your camera on.
All right, before I turn my camera on, let me just explain what you are going to see.
Okay.
On our last meeting, I had on my wig, and I told you that my hair needed to be colored, and I would let you see the results tonight. Well, I have tinted my hair, and I have shampooed it today, and I have blow dried it. And so it's just straight. But it has done some growing within the week. So I'll be able to show you how I am going to address the root, the hair root, where I'm going to apply the color the next time. So just want you to know that it's been shampooed and blow dried and it's straight. Okay, now I'm gonna cut my camera on. Let's see. For some reason it's not coming on. Come on.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Randall. There.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
There it goes.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mable Randall, and I am a 35-and-a-half-year vocational instructor for technical schools in Georgia. I was the program chair for 3 different campuses, Macon, Milledgeville, and Warner Robins, Georgia. During those 35 years, I have obtained a vast amount of information that is not found sometimes in textbooks. So it comes by trial and errors. Trial and error, it will come by. So tonight, here I am. You know, my hands-on person. Here I am, and this is the color that I used, Atomy, and it is the Atomy Salon and Color treatment. This is a 4C. 4C, and it is a coral brown, and of course, my my scalp hair is gray, so it's a little lighter. Now, what I wanted you to notice, and I told you before that when I first started doing the anatomy, my hair was not this long. It was maybe about right here. So it has grown. And when I did the color about a week or so ago, I had it trimmed. So I have trimmed some off, and you can see the length of it. And you can see how healthy that my hair looks. And that's because I am natural. I don't have a relaxer, but I do have a permanent color from Anatomy. When we look at hair coloring, we look at what we are dealing with, and that is we are dealing with 3 layers of hair. 3 layers of hair. And those layers are the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. The cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. When we look at hair, we look at it as if it is a clear bag. When you look at my hair, the cuticle is like a clear bag. It's clear. And when you look at the hair that is in the bag, that this is going to be the cortex and the medulla that you see here. The clear bag is the cuticle, and the other 2 layers are the cortex and the medulla. When we look at hair and we say hair color, I'm going to get my hair. What people say, I'm gonna rinse my hair. I'm gonna have a hair rinse. Well, they don't know that when they go to the hairdresser and they say that I want to color my gray, um, and I want you to do a rinse. Well, a rinse is a temporary color. You shampoo your hair, you put the rinse on, you dry your hair and style it. When you go back to the hairdresser and she shampoos you again, then all of that rinse will come off. So when you say, I have a hair rinse, you need to be very, very careful about what you are talking about. We have a temporary color. As I said, it rinses off with a shampoo. We have a semi-permanent color that will last from 4 to 6 weeks. Then we have a permanent hair color that will last and it grows out from the scalp. With the permanent color, you can see the new growth. With the other 2, you are not going to see because the semi-permanent color is also going to every week gets lighter and lighter. And that's because when we put the semi-permanent color on the hair, it ruffles up the cuticle layer, and it is going to go just a little bit on the inside. Most people will put a plastic bag on the hair and put them under the hair dryer. So why do they do that? They put them under the hair dryer so the hair cuticles can swell up and the semi-permanent color can go deeper in. People with relaxed hair do not have to necessarily use the heat, but if you have hair that is natural, that means that when I shampoo this, it's going to curl back up again. But it looks like I have a relaxer now, but I do not. I blow dried it very, very straight. But when I put water on here, it's going to just go back into a curly form. Now, when we talk about the color that I have a permanent hair color, Atomy permanent hair color. And so what did I do? I shampooed my hair very lightly because I wanted to get any debris that was on the hair. So I shampooed it. And what did I shampoo the hair with? I shampooed it with the Atomy Herbal Hair Shampoo. That is the only shampoo that I like on my hair. There are many shampoos that Atomy has, but I am just all a go with the herbal hair shampoo and the hair treatment as well. I shampooed my hair lightly and I towel dried it, and I always get a large tooth comb and I kind of bring the comb through it so that when I can part it and start the process. What I have here, I have the two main ingredients here for the hair color. And what it does is that I take the color top off and I put it in the developer that is going to activate. So I pour these two together. I'm not going to do it tonight because this is going to be my touch-up color. So if I use it tonight to show you, I won't have another one to do. But you mix these two together. After you mix them together, you can lightly shake it a little bit, but not vigorously. Then you want to part your hair in 4 sections, and that is from the front forehead to the nape, and from the crown. So here are my 4 sections. As you can see, I am getting new growth already. You see that gray? So next week, I'm going to have to get a retouch because I don't like the gray to stick out like that on the scalp. And so what I do is that if I am afraid that the color is going to make my hairline up front be tinted, I can get a little bit of the some kind of oil, and I can go right around, not on the hair, but just at the hairline, just as the hairline. And I put a little bit of oil. That way, the tint will not stain my forehead and my temple areas. Okay. And what do I do next? Now, the Atomy has an applicator that you can screw on. And as you turn this over, the tint will come out of the little area here. Like I said, I can't do it now because I use my color and I don't want to do that. But I will show you what I do. I start by applying, and I use sometimes a brush, a tint brush. I start by applying the tint solution around the hairline. And I come this way and I go around the ear. I'm applying the tint now. After I do that, I'm going to do 4 sections. I'm going to put tint here, come down, and come down here. Now, I have highlighted the 4 sections of hair. So now what am I going to do now? What I'm going to do now is that I am going to get a comb, and it's going to be a pointed comb, and I'm going to part. And as I part, I am going to lay the tint on the scalp area, not directly on the scalp, but the scalp area on that side and on this side. And I continue, of course, I have on gloves now. I continue to do the process all the way down. After I finish this section, I would do my second section. And after I do that, I would do either one of the back sections, third or the fourth. And then what I want to do, I went horizontally applying the color. So I'm going to check to see whether or not I have all areas covered. I'm going to go back and I'm going to repart vertically. I'm going to repart vertically. And this way I can see whether or not tint is on my hair. Okay. And after I do that on all 4 sections, I guess you say, how can you tell the back? Well, I have a mirror that lets me see the back of my hair. And I like to do my own color because most times when you tell the hairdresser what you want and how you would like it applied, because you are a licensed hairdresser and you know your hair, most times they ignore me. They say, oh, hey, you came to me now, so I'm gonna do your hair the way that I know it needs to be done. Well, I know my hair, and I normally go to a former student who has a salon, and I do that because I can tell them, you know my hair, and you need to do it this way. And so they do, and it comes out. Well, what you mean that you know your hair? Normally, if someone is going to be coloring hair, they'll put it on the scalp area and pull it out to about here. Well, if you do that, the scalp area where the heat is, it is not going to develop the way that it should, because you have brought it out. This area is going to be darker than the scalp area. It's going to be darker, and I can show you an example. If you can see my hair here. There's a little lightness here, a little lightness right there. It's lighter than the ends are. And that's because when I did my hair, I did not let it stay as long on the scalp area as I should have. Normally, I leave it 20 minutes and then I pull it through to almost to the ends. My ends are the last because they're going to suck up that tint because they are wide. The cuticle layer is wide open. But this time, I did not leave it long enough, so my scalp area in different parts is not as dark as it should be. But I know how to camouflage it. I can get me a temporary spray color that is this color, and I can spray it if I want to wear my hair parted down the middle or down the side. I can do that, and no one will see that I have a division here on my color. After I pull it all the way to the ends, almost, I leave about this much of the ends off because it's going to grab that color. It's going to grab it. So I let that stay about 10 minutes. And the last 5 minutes, I will pull all the tint. I'll sometimes get me a comb and I will comb the tint all the way through the ends and let it stay maybe 45 minutes. And then I will rinse it. I will rinse it until I do not see any color in the sink. And you might say, well, if you shampoo your own hair, how can you see? I look in the sink. I hold my head so I can see whether or not I'm still having bleeding of the tint coming out. If I do, I will continue to rinse and rinse and rinse. Then after I rinse, I will squeeze the excess water out and I will do me a light shampoo. Put the shampoo on my hair, shampoo it, rinse it, and then I put the herbal Atomy herbal conditioning treatment on my hair. I put that on there and let it stay maybe 5 minutes. I don't want it to stay that long, maybe 5 minutes. And then I rinse that out and I'm ready to uh, to either blow dry it or I can take some rollers and roll it. Most times I blow dry it and I take a flat iron and I curl it with the flat iron. Then I have some rollers that I roll so that when I get ready to go uh, off somewhere, I take the rollers off and I style my hair. If I'm not going anywhere, I just pull my hair back. Most times you're going to find me like this um, with a ponytail. That's how you're gonna find me most of the time when I'm home and not going to go anywhere. I feel like being a pastor, and I have different meetings to go to and church. And sometimes when I'm home, I just want to be carefree. I do not want to, I don't be trying to look pretty or anything like that. Just let me be carefree. And then when I get ready to go somewhere, then I put my makeup on, do my hair, and I go out. But that's how the permanent hair color is done when we are using the Atomy hair color. Now, people say, well, oh no, the Atomy hair color does not work on black folks' hair. Yes, it does. Hair color does not have eyes to say that you are black, so I can't color your hair. It relies on the hair. That's what it does. Relies on the hair and not your race. It does not. No color does that. And Atomy is not any different from any other hair coloring products. You can use this. People said that you couldn't use the herbal shampoo. That's all I use. And like I said, you can tell the ones who've been seeing me, my hair has grown. And I got it trimmed last week. So Atomy products are good products. You just got to know and have your hairdresser to know what is suitable for you. That's the main thing. Now, people with tinted hair, the cuticle layers are always open because why? Because when you put a relaxer on hair, it goes over the 8.5, sometimes 9 on the pH scale. And so your cuticle scales are kind of open. Of course, we try to close it down with an acid and it will close down some, but it's still an opening. And how can you tell the difference when you have a relaxer and you want to put a color? My thing is this: if you are going to color your hair and have a relaxer, you do not need to use a permanent hair color. You need to use a semi-permanent hair color. That's what you need to use. Something that has a little bit of an activating liquid to it, but not so much that it is going to open up your scales, your cuticle scales real wide, and that will cause you to have some breakage. When we look at hair and when we look at hair color, and we look at people who say, well, I went to this hairdresser and I told her that I wanted a tint. And she asked me that I have a color on my hair. I said, oh no, I have a rinse. All I do is put a rinse on my hair. Well, I go back to the beginning. A rinse is temporary. It has no additives in it to make it take your color. It's going to lie on that cuticle scales, on the cuticle scales, and go in just a little bit. But when you dry it, it dries the color that you want. And when you shampoo it, it comes out. Some people have to use a special covering on their pillows, on their pillow, because what? The temporary color will come off on your pillow. If you're wearing a white shirt and your hair is long, and if you that hair with a temporary color and you are perspiring, your color is going to be tinted because the temporary color is just that. It is not permanent. It will come off in a heartbeat. Now, I wanted to say also is that we need to be careful because when you look at it, some people are trying to tint that, they're trying to highlight the hair. That is putting bleach and then having some dark color. They have light and dark, and that's okay, especially if you do not have a relaxer. But if you have a relaxer on your hair and you use a bleach on your hair, you might as well know that you are going to start shedding. You're going to start losing hair. Well, I don't see why that's possible. Why? Because of the pH factors of the tint, the bleach, and you're going on relaxed hair. So it will eat your hair out. Some people say, well, the back of my hair is real, my hair is real short back there. So evidently my hairdresser did something to it. Not necessarily. It might be that where you had that bleach on that relaxed hair. You might have thinning edges. That happens as well. Or you might thin in between. You have hair sticking up in between. And that's because your hair is breaking. It is breaking. If you're going to bleach it, leave the relaxer alone. If you're going to relax it, leave the bleach alone and use a semi-permanent color. I would not be using a permanent color on my hair if I had a relaxer. I would have a semi-permanent color on my hair. Well, do we have any questions?
Okay, guys, you can go ahead. If you have any questions for Ms. Randall, you can go ahead and raise your hand by using the reaction button. at the bottom of your control panel and raise your hand so we can call on you. Or if you have noise in your background, we'd rather you just put the question in the chat and we can answer it that way as well.
Okay, we don't have any questions?
We don't have any questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stage over to Miss Carol.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Good evening, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
All right, all right. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. You did a great job as usual. Yes. Miss Rhonda is really good with that hair. So this time I'm gonna turn it over to Angelica because I'm still driving. And by the time she finishes, I should be home. Angelica, take it away.
Yeah, Miss Angelica, if you want to go ahead on mute.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yep, now we can.
Cool beans. Tonight we're gonna piggyback off awesome Miss Randall's presentation over hair care and the proper ways to do so to talk about Atomy's new product, the Atomy Root Vital Hair Care Set. I think these two topics will mesh together super well. Let me share my screen real quick. Wait, let me pull that out. Do that. We need this, share, and here we go. Cool. Okay. So y'all should be able to see that I am on Atomy's G Mall. This is where you can find the Root Vital Hair Care Set. It is one of the new arrival products. But I always love to showcase those anyway, because if I don't tell you, or if someone doesn't tell you that it's there, like, how would you know, So we are going to go explore this a little bit deeper. It is a set of 3 items. You have your shampoo, your Vital Scalp and Hair Pack, which is the conditioner portion of it, but they call it a pack. And then we have our Vital Scalp Ampule. So if you want to think about that in kind of layman's terms, it's your shampoo, your conditioner, and your hot oil treatment, basically. If you've ever done a very cultural hair care type of situation. Continuing, the Root Vital Hair Care Set gist is that it is going to address hair loss and the roots of hair loss, which is why they probably named it Root, Atomy is very good at this going for root cause when it comes to issues of, our human bodies. And so it wants to address the root cause of hair loss from the source, which is usually your scalp. Something's going on with the scalp, whether that be poor circulation, whether that be toxicity, or some type of buildup of product that is making a reaction that is, hair loss or alopecia or what have you. This set is really good for what we would pretty much call detoxification. It is going to use the Root Vital technology and the Root Vital code, which is how they refer to both the process that these nutrients are being delivered to your scalp and the actual nutrients themselves. Give it a fancy name. But basically, Atomy has done the legwork and gone deep into the cause of hair loss to give you a product that is super nutrient dense, and scalp specific, because they've done the testing on human individuals, as I've talked to you about before, and it is showing functionality, which makes it a functional health product. It works on people, so they confidently say this is really going to give a positive effect to your hair loss if that's what you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with thinning, it's going to help with thinning, or if you're dealing with dandruff, it's going to help with dandruff. These are root causes, all come back to hair loss, but they're all dealing with hair and scalp. So step 1, fundamental care. Step 2, defense. And step 3, enhance. This is how Atomy is going after the root cause of hair loss. So your fundamental care is going to start with your shampoo. And the functional ingredient of the shampoo is what Atomy refers to as smart biome. You've heard microbiome, it has to do with the healthy bacteria that live in your gut. But in truth, as people, we have healthy bacteria that live all over our bodies. There are healthy bacteria that live on your skin that keep your skin healthy and not, dry or prone to bruise and things like that. They live there naturally. There's healthy bacteria that live on a healthy scalp, usually. And just like anywhere else in the body, if it ever gets thrown off, well, then you get scalp problems. Dandruff is not dry scalp. Dandruff is a throwing off of the scalp microbiome. It's an overgrowth of yeast. So the same way, if you have overgrowth of yeast in the body, you get candida, and leaky gut and things like that. If you get overgrowth of yeast on the scalp, you get dandruff, like really bad dandruff, flakes, itchiness, probably bald spots after a certain amount of time that it's allowed to go on and continue. So the Root Vital Hair Care Set starts with the shampoo that addresses a healthy scalp microbiome, lactobacillus, lactococcus, and also yeast, because yeast isn't bad, it's just not in balance. So it's causing, once again, hair loss and the other horrible symptoms of an unhealthy scalp. The active ingredient, well, one of the active ingredients is actually caffeine. Caffeine isn't bad. It's a stimulant and it increases circulation. It also does have antimicrobial properties. So it's helping with balancing out your scalp. It's helping with getting blood flow into the scalp specifically. More blood flow does equal more hair growth. The more circulation in any area, I've spoken about this before, is the more nutrition and the more attention basically that your body is paying to that area. So you want more circulation in your scalp if that's an area that you're trying to address and heal. You want your body paying extra attention to this area of need. So caffeine just helps like redirect the body's natural processes and say, hey, this scalp needs attention. Send nutrition here, send blood here. And it works. So after 4 weeks of use, once again, Atomy is not some silver bullet. You don't just use it one time and you're fixed forever. There's nothing on earth that works that way. You do have to allow it to work. But even after a single use, we're going to see more slides about that. This product is effective. But after 4 weeks, people notice that less hair fell out. You're washing your hair on a whatever schedule you have for yourself. You pretty much know how much hair comes out during the wash. Well, we have pictures. So after 4 weeks of use, you go from a clump of hair to essentially a few strands. 92.67% hair loss reduced. That's the majority, hence clump of hair. Now a few strands. A different type of hair type. Once again, clump of hair down to a couple strands. And that does show a difference in the density of your hair, the thickness, and growth. So if your hair isn't falling out, it's getting longer, which is what a lot of people want. So your hair is growing, you are retaining it, so it's not thinning, it's thick, it's luscious, it's long, it's what you want. This is just continuing to talk about the system that they've incorporated into the shampoo itself. Bubbles do matter. When you go into a lab and you're trying to design a perfect product that does exactly what you want it to do, you do think about even the size of the bubbles, because you want them to do the cleaning. A lot of people can overuse product, right? Because you think more product equals more efficiency, especially in cleaning product, but it's not the liquid that you squirted into your hand that was doing the cleaning. Even if you're using, say, a dish soap, the bubbles are actually doing the cleaning. So the finer the bubbles and the more of them are, the better and more effectively you can clean something. And Atomy knows that, and they take that into account. So the bubbles in this shampoo, super fine, super fluffy. Fine bubbles with a sticky foam, so it stays where you put it once it foams up, and those bubbles are super fine, so they're going to get into every crevice, every crack, of your hair, of your scalp to really clean. If you're using any type of soap and you don't lather it first, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. You're not cleaning a lot. The bubbles do the work every time. You've ever used the product scrubbing bubbles? That's the whole concept. The bubbles do the work. So scalp waste, that's just literally talking about dandruff. It's a more, scientific and sterile way to say, this is how much your scalp is flaking or shedding, because it is a skin, like your scalp is skin. And just like you can exfoliate your body skin and those skin cells come off, your scalp skin cells also come off. We call it dandruff, or we call it, flaky scalp. Depends on the person you talk to. Anyway, it gets reduced. That's good. This product actually exfoliates. We do have more pictures. So this is, a flaky scalp. This is what we refer to as dandruff. This is, what you don't want, because it's not attractive. And we don't like the way it feels. It typically itches. This is a clean scalp. Look how smooth that is. So this product is exfoliating, and it is also reducing how much cell turnover your scalp is going on. So skin naturally exfoliates. The smoother it is, the better we have helped this process along. So if it's helping the exfoliation of your scalp, you're seeing less dandruff, less flakes, it looks better, it feels better. You want that. And you want it regulated. You don't just want super flaky one day, super smooth one day. It's a health thing. You want your skin to have a system. Shed, be clean, be smooth, we're happy. The final part of the product, this is actually done by the shampoo as well. The final product combination of this is going to be the pack and the ampule. Okay, they work together. The pack is a thick kind of conditioner consistency. Your ampule is thinner, but it's still, think of it more like an oil. Okay, they're moisturizing. So the pack is going to improve the appearance of both your new growth hair and your older strands of hair. We all know if you wash your hair enough, you manipulate it enough, it can start to look dull. It can get, things like split ends. The pack is going to take care of that. It's going to moisturize and strengthen the older hair, and while also doing so for your new growth, making it look smooth, presentable. You really like it. Then that ampule is going to come back in and moisturize it all. So once again, adding moisture not only to the older, duller looking strands of hair, but also that new growth that you want to maintain that fresh, shiny, soft, pliable sense to. And so these three products in, defense, care, and strengthen make your root vital pack to combat the symptoms of hair loss, and also give you, those beautiful, luscious locks that you're looking for in the first place. You don't just want to prevent hair loss, you want to make sure that the hair coming in stays healthy as long as possible. So you're using this product and you're seeing the results of healthier and healthier hair and more new hairs, because it does, encourage hair growth. And that is pretty much the gist of the Root Vital hair care. More pictures. This is talking about the moisture. It really does wrap the strands of hair and also seep in to smooth the appearance of frayed edges, frizzy, dull, split ends. You want smooth hair. Everybody does. I don't want to be long-winded about it, but yes, this is the Root Bottle Hair Pack. The next product is something that is also new that I wanted to briefly talk about again, because I've mentioned it before. I just think it's an amazing product, because I know men need it and want it and are always secretly concerned about it. The ginseng and cerisia extract powder combo. Okay, so we know how great red ginseng is. That is our Hungsum. It is adaptogenic. It is not only, improving the vitality of our body by strengthening every cell, but it is also keeping it healthy by even addressing our ability to deal with stress. I don't know if you've seen any of my older presentations talking about the effects of stress on the body, but basically, whether it be environmental, where you stay, where you interact with the world, whether it be internal, your hormones, your heart rate, your blood pressure, literally, stress is everywhere, and it does have an effect on you, usually negative if you can't deal with it well. Halsonam as an adaptogen, red ginseng as an adaptogenic product literally improves the body itself's ability to deal with stress from all points that it comes at you. So the calmer you are, the healthier you are. A body that is stressed out has an overactive immune system, has high blood pressure, has headaches, has sleepless nights. It's breaking you down from the inside out. You want to deal with stress well. So we've combined the power of Hungsumdam with Cerisia. And that's for andropause. I've talked about that. Andropause is male menopause. It's a lowering of the testosterone. And when that happens, you have low libido, low sex drive. You cannot retain muscle mass. We like to think, a healthy man is a strong man. He has strong musculature, a strong body that can lift heavy things and leap tall buildings and race the silver bullet. That's Superman, right? So you need testosterone for that. Men do. And as their testosterone lowers, they literally cannot maintain muscle, and the muscle that they have will convert into fat space. Like muscle doesn't convert to fat, but I say, imagine you have a six pack and the next day you have a pot belly. The muscle's still there. It's just so weak now. All you see is fat, right? You're round. You don't want that. And fat isn't strong. Like big people aren't typically lifting giant boxes or anything. You don't have the muscle mass for it. It's fat and muscle don't do the same thing. Anyways, Cerisia increases in vitality, increases immunity, and addresses andropause because it literally allows your body to regulate your testosterone levels again. So they're naturally lowering, but the way that you regulate it is to make sure that production is still keeping up with need, if that makes sense. So if andropause isn't addressed the same way if menopause isn't addressed, you'll get horrible symptoms because you went from high testosterone as a young man to suddenly it is low, so low that it's not meeting needs and your body's freaking out. So you have no libido and you're depressed and you're gaining weight for some reason. You can't figure out why or how to make it stop. You are tired all the time. These are symptoms that your testosterone has dropped. Like it's plummeted. It's not slowly going down the way it should. It has just bottomed out. But Cerisia extract, bush clover, common name, actually is going to help upregulate your body to produce some more testosterone to stave off some of those symptoms and make sure that you age healthily. Anytime you're experiencing drastic and acute symptoms, like not gentle, but like a ton of bricks, that's not good. That something has failed, So we take these functional products so that our bodies can maintain themselves healthily and age healthily, and things don't just fail or bottom out. It is supplemented by black masa, L-arginine, roasted black bean powder, date palm, and that's just fermented red ginseng concentrate powder, is also known. These are supplements to once again build up the male body. This is a super great product, especially for men who are concerned about bedroom things. Literally as soon as you upregulate your testosterone again, just like with women who are experiencing menopause, if you can supplement that hormone, or if you can get your body to produce more of it, you're gonna feel better in a snap. This is one of the few products that I would like speak highly on and say, like, yes, you need to take a product for the recommended period of time. If they give you 30 days worth, 60 days worth, 90 days worth, take all of them. You're gonna experience greater and greater vitality and health, but you're gonna see a difference in like a week. Like, it's gonna work quickly, because your body is gonna eat up what it needed. You know, you're finally giving it the building blocks that it needed to make make the testosterone it wanted. So men are going to be extremely pleased and extremely happy with this product. I can't praise it enough. I think it's going to be really revolutionary, because I can't tell you how many times, you know, you walk into a random gas station or drugstore or something, and there's a random pill in a random packet talking about, you know, super vitality. Oh my gosh, you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna go for hours or something random like that. And I'm like, you don't know what they put in that. It is a random gas station pill. Please don't eat it. If it was that serious for you, you know, not to be too candid or you know, vulgar, but like if it were that important, you know, at least use a product that is researched to be effective, that is healthful for the whole body. It's not like trying to, you know, send a pea shooter at a target or something. Like, there's a bigger problem causing a symptom, okay? And it's not the symptom that you want to aim for. It's the root cause, which is andropause. Your testosterone is naturally lowering. You want to stop it from bottoming out. Take a supplement that's going to, you know, supplement the testosterone that your body needs. Don't chip away at it with strange products or strange formulations that have no patents, no testing, and came from a random source. Clinical trials are important. Clinical trials show functionality. That just means what you paid for is going to do what you expect it to. What you paid for is going to do what it says it's going to do. That's what makes Atomy different. That's why we shout about it from the mountaintops. You didn't pick it up. You didn't hear about it in hushed whispers and in back alleys. Like, this product is patented. It's on the books. It is in the medical pharmacopoeia. Don't doc. Sorry, that's Rocky. Do we have any questions? I've done my spiel.
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
The first one regarding to the dangerous, I didn't see the product that you were referring to, but I made a snapshot of the important that's in the ingredients, but I didn't know which product that was.
The product that I am referring to, hold on, I'll share my screen again. The product that I'm referring to is the Atomy's new Atomy Root Vital Hair Care, and it is located on the Gmall. This product right here. Of course, it's also sold, you know, separately. You can buy the shampoo or the conditioner or the ampule separately. The ampule actually comes in packs of 3. It is designed to deliver a certain amount with each, you know, squirt. You can get up to 100 uses out of it if you just use one squirt at a time. But depending on how you want to use it, you can always buy more. They come in packs of 3. that's just a, aside about that. And there's a little blurb about it here on the slide as well. It dispenses, 0.15 milliliters, allowing for approximately 100 uses. But if you want to use more than that amount, then you probably want to get a 3-pack. But yes, this is the product I'm referring to. The Atomy Root Vital Hair Care was designed to address hair loss, but actually pretty much is doing a full overhaul on scalp health in general. So while you're using this product, you're going to notice less dandruff. You're going to have smoother, more moisturized hair because these three things, the shampoo, the conditioner, and the ampule, work together to address kind of all your hair care needs, honestly.
Beautiful, because yeah, that is the package I requested. I got it. Matter of fact, I got it picked up yesterday. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Do we have any more questions?
Yes, excuse me. Do this help with alopecia?
Yes, it does.
Mhm.
It was designed, exactly for alopecia.
Oh, okay.
Loss, things dealing with thinning hair. This is what this product was designed for, to encourage new hair growth and to also care for, your current hair as well.
Right. Thank you. Let me ask you, what would be another, with all the supplement we have, what would be good to go along with that? Use with it, what would be a good supplement to go along with that?
To go with that, I would actually pair that with, let me go back to our main website here. Hold on. Open. Clicking stuff and it's just disappearing.
The best kit 3 is always fantastic. It has the hemohim, the vitamin C, and the omega-3. So that we suggest, Adam suggests that everyone use the best care kit because that is a start to your healing.
Okay, I have that. I was just wondering if it was something else that go with. I have that already. I use that constantly. Thank you.
The why can't I get back to our regular Atomy website? I am looking for one second. I'm just going the spray. What is it called? Lord help me. Sorry. I apologize. It's late, y'all. My brain is starting to turn to juice. But I'm gonna find it because it's gonna bother me if I don't. The product that I would say would go really well with the Root Vital Hair Care would be the assuming they still make it, which I believe that they do. It is called there we go. Happy days. Sorry. The Sangmadon Hair Tonic. And the Sangmadon, hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. The Sangmadon Hair Tonic is actually kind of like a spray version of Dam. Like it contains red ginseng, but you can spray it directly on your scalp.
Okay.
And I really like it because that's like just gonna deliver extra like goodness and nutrition to your scalp. And I think it would pair really well with the Root Vital Hair Care.
Okay. I can't see your stream. You have an A. I want trying to see.
Share this with ya. There we go. Atomy Sungmadon Hair Tonic. I really like it. I've used it before and I did notice a difference in it actually really kind of texturized my hair as well. But that's, that is an aside for me. I have extremely, kind of thick, unruly hair. So anything that texturizes my hair without me actually having to perm it, which I don't, do anymore. I have natural hair, been for a long time, so I don't want to put perm in it anymore. It helped kind of soften and make my curls more manageable, but it actually is a spray hair type formulation that contains him and Hong Sum Nam.
All right, it is 9:06, you all. We want to thank you so very much. Number one, I want to thank Nick, because Nick have really done me a good job tonight. I had something else to do, and I got off a little later than I thought and had an errand that I had to run. So thank you, Nick, so very much for being such a helpful person. I really love you. I want to thank Miss Randall for, oh my God, she's so good with that hair. I love her presentation every time. So thank you so very much, Miss Randall. And Angelica, our biochemist is so good at what she does. And I just want to say, Angelica, thank you for what you're doing. And we will have another one on the fourth Friday in this month. So y'all come on, check us out and see who's gonna be there. Appreciate you all, and y'all have a blessed night.
Okay, and thank you too.
Y'all have a great night. It was
Yeah,
awesome
thank
Have a good night.
everybody. Great job.
sharing
Thank
with you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, all.